want is right here. We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it up from last year. Shoot 'em my shot, boy, I'm long range. Me and the team on the same thing. Stayed down, never switched up. Only thing changed was the game. I'm in the zone now.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Clydesdale Media Roundtable, where we're here every Tuesday afternoon. It's got Amy, we got Charlie, we got me, and yesterday was tax day. Everybody get their taxes in time?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get a bonus, Amy?
First of all, I'm in charge of handling the taxes at our house. And I got a refund this year. So that's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had the problem of like submitting and getting rejected, submitting, getting rejected, and then finally getting accepted yesterday.
Who was rejecting you?
The IRS.
Well, did you do them through like an H&R Block kind of thing?
TurboTax.
Okay, so they were rejecting
for years.
it. Okay.
It was stupid little stuff that like TurboTax should have reminded me or like prompted me to fill in that box.
Yeah.
And then it would go get rejected for the next box they didn't prompt me for and so forth.
Yeah.
Lex is dead on. There's two types of people, those who do them as soon as they get their W-2s and those who wait until tax day.
You know, I don't disagree because I'm usually a February, like before Valentine's Day. I like to get them taxes filed.
Yeah. We know you're all about the taxes.
I am all about the taxes.
So.
Yep. Well, here's my question of the day, and I'm curious what your guys' answers would be. My question of the day was how beautiful we've had this beautiful weather lately, right? And when it's like this, I don't feel that I'm typically very productive because in the sense of, man, I just want to sit out and soak up as much time as possible, like out on my back deck, right? And then I thought, if I lived in a place where it was like this all the time, would you be more productive or less productive? I feel like I would be very productive at sitting on a porch, but would I be more productive overall? Because eventually I'd have to balance life out and you would be a happier person because of more sunlight in your life.
I think we as people take for granted what we have all the time.
Okay.
So because we just came through winter and a rainy season, we were soaking up as much sun as possible over the weekend.
Yeah.
But if you had sun all the time, you'd be like, I can soak up sun tomorrow.
Yeah. Right. But I just mean just general productivity. Like you think, you know, like sometimes I get real motivated too. I'm like, oh, the sun's out. I want to be outside. Maybe I'll do some extra projects and stuff outside too. But like if it's a regular basis, is it like, it's nice every day.
Yeah. I mean, I lived in Florida for 4 years, so I had like a lot of sun for 4 years and I did more stuff outside, but like, I don't think my productivity inside or outside was up or down overall.
Charlie, do you think you would stick to more than day one on any of the programs you do if there was more sunlight in your life?
No.
Okay.
But you probably would be more productive because when it's cold and disgusting, it just sucks.
It's just gray. Like it's like total Eeyore gloominess all the time.
Yeah, but that's the time then you paint your house inside to make the walls brighter right?
I don't know. I don't have enough sunlight. I just know that.
You'd be more
I know
fit.
there was a time there like every week you were doing a new inside project.
Yeah, sometimes I do that to escape my other problems. Like, like thinking about my kids moving on to college and stuff like that. Like I'll do some house projects. Speaking of projects and back deck.
Yeah.
Tell me about this. What's your idea?
I'll talk about needing my fitness and being 10 weeks out of ICU. Probably not the ideal time to pull this off.
Okay.
But it was getting dangerous. Where our trees were touching the deck, it was starting to rot because it wasn't getting enough sun to dry out.
Yeah.
So we had to get it off or someone was going to get hurt and we were going to get sued. So I just called for a dumpster and said, it's supposed to be nice this weekend. We're going to do it. And 3 days of very, very hard work.
Oh, yeah.
Tearing it all apart. Saws were not working great. It was a combination of unscrewing it and just taking big boards and sawing where you could. And then and lugging it to the front of the house, throwing it up in the dumpster. You can fill a dumpster really fast. I thought we'd have so much space in there. Really fast. And then you had to chuck it all up over the wall so it wouldn't fall out.
Yes.
So throwing odd objects was my workout of the weekend.
And how is your back and body feeling post?
So thank God I've been back to the gym for a few days, few weeks. My butt, hamstrings, and back felt great. My calves and my grip are shot.
What about like forearm? Like,
yep. All forearms. If I had to squeeze a trigger the next day, I could not do it.
Yeah.
Because I used Sawzall like all weekend.
That does. And that like totally vibrates up right up your arm. And I got really bad tennis elbow when I was working on our deck, like replacing boards. It was okay, Corey. That's a nice dad joke you got there. Oh, it's Birch said he did some functional fitness this weekend with a little lumberjack work.
What kind of lumberjack work, Jay Birch? You firewood?
I do like this
workout a tree,
except for the front squats.
Oh, the workout he posted. Well, I know why you don't like those front squats, right? With a vest.
But see, I wonder if I could rest it on a vest. Now that may work out for me.
I mean, you kind of got your own vest going on right now.
How dare you? Dare you?
You guys, our fight has not gotten any better. We're just amping each other up and just throwing daggers at each other all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed it was going back in the other direction now.
Yeah. We're full on throwing insult bombs all over the place.
Laying grenades all over the place.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys get any workouts in this week?
Oh, 2 terrible ones. I mean, terrible. Let me tell you what they were. Yesterday, 15-minute EMOM of 10 back squats at 60 to 65% of your 1 rep max.
Okay.
That would be 5 times that you're going to do that. Max air squats the second minute. Just a filler, fluff. And then recovery bike. All right, cool. So basically, you're just squatting for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, and the goal was you're supposed to be done in about 30 seconds. Well, sure, for the first 2 rounds, like when you're fresh, but rounds 3, 4, and 5, there's no way you could sustain that pace at that number of reps at 65%. Rough.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Then today's BS.
Spicy. For sure.
Had the words devil's press in it. Devil's press combined with ab mat sit-ups. And it was whatever number of devil's press you had to do, you tripled that number of ab mat sit-ups. That was so challenging to do the ab mat sit-ups because you literally go from being out of breath from your devil's press, right, to like going and like you're cutting off your air supply because you're constantly just so it got like crampy because you just weren't able to breathe. So that was today. So
this is going to sound weird, but I actually right now prefer devil's press to burpees.
Yeah, we actually discussed that in our class today. Some people actually really like it. If I would agree with you, if it is the right weight.
Yeah, I'm so slow at burpees right now that adding the weight just is almost evens it out for me a little bit with everybody else. Because the double snatch dumbbell isn't a big deal for me. But man, the burpee part, I'm so freaking slow right now.
Yeah, it was aggressive weight. I mean, it was supposed to be done with 35s and 50s. I'm sure Corey did it if Corey would do that and with 50s, knowing that quarterfinals was coming up. But I chose to dial it back a little bit because quarterfinals are coming this week. So I was like, I'll go 25s. But I pushed it. I didn't have to. I went unbroken on all of it.
So you brought it up.
Yep.
Quarterfinals this weekend.
Yep.
How many people at your gym qualified?
I want to say about 16 to 20.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And several number qualified for multiple divisions.
So are you having to do heats or just?
Well, it's kind of hard to plan it because we don't know what they are yet, right? We have some kind of general ideas of when we'll do things, but it's somewhat like the open too, like where it's like, okay, we have a general idea of when most people were expecting to be able to do it, but then you're going to have the stragglers here and there that are going out of town and can't do this. So, and that with these 2 submission dates. So let's see, they're announced tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time.
Correct.
And then we have until Saturday,
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Okay, I'll look at that part again. To get
I may be wrong. It last year it was 3 p.m.
Okay, to get in, it doesn't tell you exactly. It doesn't say to put in 2 workouts. It says here's the submission window, and then there's another submission window Monday.
So if you look at the team leaderboard, the first 2 workouts were revealed Saturday night.
Okay.
So I'm assuming first 2 workouts have to be in on the Saturday submission.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. To get revealed this second 2.
And then the second 2 were revealed Monday night, Tuesday night.
That doesn't make sense. So, but they're going to be revealed this Wednesday.
I'm saying the final scores.
Okay.
Everybody's final scores for workouts 1 and 2 revealed Saturday night.
Oh, got it. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
So you're saying to say that they have to be in by 3. It's probably Saturday.
It is 8 p.m. because it's 5 p.m. Pacific time. So 8 p.m.
Wow.
They did say they're giving you more time.
I think it's too much time, especially if it's only 4 workouts.
Well, what I appreciate, I mean, I always took time off of work to do it.
But technically, if each workout is less than an hour, everybody works out an hour a day, right?
Yeah.
Typically, you could get them all in if it's only 4.
Yeah.
You had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
But how will people repeat them all if they only had a day?
Yeah, that's the thing there.
The newsflash, the only one I've ever repeated was last year. There was a 6-minute workout where it was like wall facing handstand push-ups. And it was like after you get through 3, then you do like box jumps and did some other stuff. And I redid that one because I was like, it was 6 minutes and I was having trouble getting my wall facing handstand push-ups. So I had a little coaching and then I was like, all right, I'm going to do it tomorrow and just do better. But so, yeah, I mean, I knew I was still going to be 4,000th place, but I went ahead and redid it.
Just so Farshan and Chops.
Chops.
We do read the chats. That's from Twitch. So we're live on Twitch right now.
Oh.
We don't get much from Twitch, but there we go.
Yeah.
Something's coming.
Trying to grow that. What's up, Charlie?
I mean, something's coming.
What is Twitch? Oh, that like.
So you can
Isn't it videos, like live videos?
yeah, and
Okay.
it kind of started in the gaming industry, gaming world,
Okay.
where people were sharing their screens from Minecraft, and then it got into more games, and
Okay.
yeah,
Is that how Ninja got rich?
I think
Or
so.
Beast, one of them.
I think Ninja, that he was like the star of Twitch.
Who's Ninja?
He's a gamer.
I only know from my daughter.
Listen, there's only one gamer I know. Tim the Tap Man.
Who is that?
I don't know, but my guys watch it. Like he literally just streams all day long.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Or Ninja was on Masked Singer, and my daughter knew who he was, and we had no clue. And yeah,
Okay. He's a ninja. Yeah, I wouldn't know.
so I think like back to quarters really quick is the big mistake. Instead of giving more time to do the workouts, they need to give affiliate owners more time to set up and schedule. I think they need to release the workouts a week earlier and then set up a time where it starts and finishes.
So run it like the Open.
Interesting. You go there. Read it out loud.
Okay, so how did you all meet each other? Going to guess that the guy on top left is a football coach, girl on the right played for it, and guy on the bottom is her husband, was an obsessive fan who got fired up watching the team. Yeah, I think you nailed it.
I mean,
Dead on.
Yep.
Who's at the bottom?
You're at the bottom.
You're at the bottom, man.
Oh.
We actually all met. Well, Amy and I met through a weird circumstance of my wife and her got.
We were in a mom's group together.
Did get banned from a stadium for 2 years. Amy and I met because my wife and her were in a group, a social group that played a game.
A mom's group.
Yeah, Bunko. They played a game called Bunko, and they would meet monthly to play.
Mm-hmm.
I was on my first weight loss journey. My wife was on that journey as well. Amy asked about it, and then her kids went to school and were taught by the owner of my gym's wife. Amy tried it. I was there her first day to welcome her to the gym, and then that was 2012,
13.
Mm-hmm. Then eventually, this black dude started walking into the gym and watching people work out in a suit and tie.
Yep.
And we didn't know like who he was, but he just was kind of there as a stalker. And then eventually we found out his wife was working out, and he had a couple kids with her, and then he started working out as well. But it took a lot of persuasion.
It did.
To get him to do that.
He was a really nicely dressed stalker, though, coming in there.
He was full suit and tie.
Yep.
And just kind of hanging out and watching.
And we could tell he had big biceps in that suit coat. I mean, it was clear.
Yeah.
You know?
Listen. Yeah. Nobody said I couldn't.
Yep.
I wasn't banned from that stadium.
No, but I see a new idea for your future. You know how you could get an OnlyFans page and just be Charlie in a suit.
That might be not bad.
You know how, some people sell feet pics, Charlie in a suit pic.
Even better, prison workouts in a suit.
In a suit. You try a new suit every workout, see if it lasts, see if it holds up.
Right, because you might get that pump going and might rip it up.
Look like Lou Ferrigno.
The Hulk?
From the last 2 minutes of a show. You watched 58 minutes of it just to see Lou at the last 2 minutes.
Are you
we're ripping up the Twitch today. Amy, are you one of the people who sell feet pics?
No, but there was one time I was considering it when the cost of a carton of eggs was about $8, I was considering it because that's one of my major protein sources.
Yeah. One of Corey's favorite stories to this day is we would go to the store and I'd buy like 6 dozen eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And the cashier goes, "Do you guys bake a lot of cakes?"
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
no.
all right. I don't even know where we were on quarterfinals.
Well,
but
it's happening. That's what we were talking about.
yeah. And I was saying that I wish CrossFit would give affiliate owners more lead time to prepare and schedule. I think that's where the missing piece is.
Yeah, I definitely think that would be helpful. I mean, they did come out and say like there's less to worry about as far as floor plans, right? And like that kind of piece. So that's nice, but still just a little bit more guidance would be helpful, especially now that you've increased the number of athletes at affiliates that are going to be participating in it. And that's what they want, right? They want the people to pay the extra $50 to do it. I mean, it is a smart decision financially for them.
And I don't even think it's the setup. It's the heat schedules.
Mm-hmm.
Like being able to give their athletes a time to sign up for events for the weekend. Like you have 20 people doing it. That's not an easy thing to like manage.
Right.
And I know I'm sure Polaris has.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That, right. Like,
yeah.
And other gyms are going to be like swamped. I know Jamie's little gym has like 8 people doing it.
Wow.
I'm sure like Grandview's got.
Oh, right. Yeah. Imagine
like probably 80 or 100.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, some of these gyms with like 200 members, 300 members, 25% of that is a lot, 100 people.
Mm-hmm. Corey, what do you think we'll see? Like, you remember that one year we had to do 50 shuttle runs?
Last year.
I feel like it was 2 years ago.
It was last year because I had to video it at Jamie's, and it was like just standing there videoing it was painful. I can't imagine doing it.
Yeah, and then it was a bunch of rope climbs, bench press, and then shuttle runs. Like it was just boring.
Corey, how do you really feel?
Yeah. I mean, I could take some GHDs and some pistols.
So CrossFit says it's going to be an easy setup. And so on the Heat 1 app, they ask 2 questions that are part of their like competition for the quarters and everything. And the one is, will we see GHDs?
Mm-hmm.
The other one is, will we see rope climbs?
And?
We'll answer.
The popular answer is no on both because of the new setup that's going on with CrossFit. But I think we'll see one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And my guess is it'll be rope climbs.
And ring muscle ups.
Well, I'll be staring at those rings for a while.
No. You told us 4 weeks ago.
I did. And I have
know that this would be the time you got your first ring muscle up.
Okay. I have been relentless. I just, so you know, I have not stopped training.
It's hard though. A lot to pull up over those rings.
It's probably because I'm so fat.
There's a lot of body to get over them rings.
Yep. Per Charlie's words.
Corey says no GHDs, no pistols. Jay Birch says no ropes or GHDs. And then Corey says ring muscle ups, box jumps, heavy handstand push-ups, heavyish weights.
I definitely think some form of handstand push-ups.
It's gonna make a 1 rep something. 40.
That's pretty funny.
If I had to guess, all that your names, ages, and job, man on the top left is Doug Schneider. He is 39 and a driving instructor. Well, I will take 39 all day, every day, and twice on Sunday.
Well, you do look younger with your face shaved and your glasses, I think.
And the haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I'm betting a lot of people would not want me as their driving instructor.
If you saw his car.
His cars at any point in time.
Or you'd think looking at my car, I was a driving instructor who didn't have a brake on my side.
Yes.
You do not want him. I'm actually Nikki Shark Tooth, 32 and a foot massager.
Who you claim is Amy is actually Nikki Shark Tooth, 32 and a foot massager.
I would accept 32.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've got 2 kids in college, so if I look 32, I will accept that.
Lana jumps into the chat with heavy dumbbells.
Okay.
And Jay Birch comes back with, I think you'll see a heavy complex.
Cluster?
I wouldn't hate that.
I think it's going to be, I'm going to have a heavy complex for sure. A complex about not getting a ring muscle up. This is going to be what my heavy complex is.
Ice cream salesman.
Tom Wagon Wheel.
And the guy on the bottom is Tom Wagon Wheel, 45.
How about the oldest one?
Salesman.
Like Darius Rucker? Wagon Wheel?
Am I the oldest guy?
Yeah, you are. Your age is the one that's the closest.
That's what I'm laughing about.
Where do you sell ice cream? I'd sell ice cream.
Oh.
In your suit.
Well, that was a good laugh.
That was good.
Thank you, Farce and Chops.
So yeah, Chops. I could take a complex, like a strength complex. I'd be all right with that.
Yeah, we did clusters last week.
They are a cluster.
Dumbbell cluster. I actually like them. They I don't know. When my legs are feeling great, they're great.
Mm-hmm.
But man, when my legs are weak, like towards the end of a workout, it was not pretty. But yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I would prefer a cluster and do them in singles than I would to rep out a bunch of thrusters.
Second that emotion.
Yeah.
It's that whole front rack thing. It's a problem.
Oh, so here's a game we played. This could be a fun, quick game for us. FMK, Mary Kill.
Yeah.
Okay. Burpees, lunges, thrusters.
Mary thrusters, because it's still a barbell.
Mm.
Kind of already have the floor on burpees.
Kill the lunges.
Okay.
They're the worst. I hate those worse than burpees. They wreck me more than burpees.
I would marry lunges.
What are you saying about your wife, Corey?
I would marry lunges because I think they are so effective and you can literally do them anywhere.
What, burpees?
No, lunges.
Oh.
I mean, burpees are kind of effective too, but F burpees. So that's why I said I would F burpees. Marry lunges. Kill
thrusters.
So that was just, we literally, after our class today, just played that game with movement.
So we have the ability to do a call in, but
only if you have consent, Corey. Hold on, Corey. You have to have consent.
Again, what are we saying about your wife, Corey?
Oh.
Barbell lunge.
We could do barbell lunge is possible.
So before we end the show, I want to get this in and then we can talk about whatever.
Okay.
But I got in a chat from my friend Amy a text that said, I hate Sporty Beth. I watched this video.
Yeah.
What a train wreck.
Yeah, I'm just over it. I feel like everything is negative and anti-CrossFit, that I just want to then move on and talk about something different. Talk about being body positivity and moving your body, but honestly, take CrossFit's name out your mouth. That's how I feel.
And that's the hand that fed you.
That's what I mean.
The reason she has a channel is because she was featured on a CrossFit documentary.
Yeah.
And now she's turned around and just blasting it every chance. And she has no facts to back up anything she's stating in this video.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Andrew took the night off and gave it to Alexis to just rail was epic. I thought it was a great, well done video, but the video did piss me off.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Same. Yeah. The content, it was well done, but the content was annoying that we are constant. Like, this is what I feel like. I'm like, oh, is he just, honestly, and he even said it too, like, right? Is Hiller just harping on the same video again? No, it's another video that's out. And that's where, I mean, like, I choose not to consume her content because of that. But then when I see this kind of stuff, it's just so negative that it's like, what's your goal? Is your goal to just take it down?
It's got to be a shtick. It's got to be her way to get viewers.
Because the point is, it's changed so many people's lives, and it changed hers at some point. And if she is saying that it is now affecting her in a negative way, fine, I get that. Own that. Move on.
To make the statement that CrossFit has a mental health epidemic is such a huge leap for those of us who have fought mental health issues.
Yeah.
And to make that claim is it's not productive.
Right.
Right. And a lot of times CrossFit is what helps those with mental health issues get over them, or to release things. It actually helps more than it hurts. So for her to make these claims is dangerous,
mm-hmm.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Mm.
What? Go, Charlie.
No, I agree. But, I mean, why would you take her word for anything?
It's not us.
Yeah.
She does have a ton of followers. Ton.
Mm-hmm.
It probably have never stepped in a box.
Does she give solutions, or she just says
No.
this thing?
No.
Or what you should be doing?
That's my whole point, is it's very negative.
So on a brighter note, did you watch the video above that?
I started to, yes, and it was cracking me up just because what I love about, is Hiller's trying to comment on some things, and it's clear, I'm like, he was talking about like kindergartners do this, and then older kids. I'm like, he has no reference point of what he's trying to describe there. It didn't affect what he was talking about. It was just, those are the things that make me giggle. I'm like, you're not going to give a kindergartner a book sleeve to cover their textbooks kind of thing.
What I loved about it, by reading the title, you'd think he's bashing CrossFit.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
2 minutes in, you realize he's not. It's almost how to be a better CrossFit coach at the affiliate level,
mm-hmm.
and how to grow your membership instead of having people go to the door. And a lot of it is that, like, less is more.
Mm-hmm.
When you're coaching an athlete, even though we went to the level 1 and we're enamored by the muscles that are being used to push or pull or whatever, the athlete in general just wants to know how to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that when you're coaching them, just telling them how to get in the right position is all they need to know.
Oh yeah. Take out all the extra words and yeah.
Right.
Yes. Yes. But finding ways to educate them also. If
that's something they're desiring.
Yeah. I liked his point when he was saying, like I was reflecting on this myself. Like, if I have an athlete that comes in and was like, man, I'm doing everything, and I'm not seeing progress. Hey, are you drinking? Are you drinking alcohol? How's your sleep? Maybe these are things that also need to be fixed in order for you to see that improvement. It's not always exactly what's happening inside the gym, right?
And I'm out.
What?
I'm out.
And you're out.
Yeah. I like he always kind of brings it back to the base of the pyramid, which is nutrition.
Yeah.
It does get ignored. And
Yeah.
and I like how he compared that elite athletes that just have this like God-given ability can go out and party on the weekends and come back and kind of do things. But then that sets an example for the rest of that community. And they think they can do that, but your body's not even right until Tuesday after going after it on the weekend. And so you miss a couple days of training, just recovering. And then you only get like a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the cycle starts over again.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know he's totally doing that intentionally, Corey.
Yeah, I do too. I just like it's so much. It is so much better video than what the title even suggests.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a really good one, and I needed that uplift after watching the Sporty Beth one.
Yeah, because I clicked it to be like, what's he saying that they're doing wrong? I need to know.
I think we need to start changing our titles.
So yeah,
that's exactly right, Corey. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll never forget.
Yep.
Someone asked me how I lost all my weight, and I was like, "Well, diet and exercise." And they're like, "You mean there's not a magic pill?" Like, and they were serious.
Yeah.
Like dead serious.
I mean, there is, but
was it? No, it was somewhere else. I don't think it was Hillary, but I love it too, where it's like, I don't want to do CrossFit because, I'll get bulky. And I want to be like, no offense, but you're not going to get bulky because it takes a lot of work to, it takes a lot of work it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to get bulky overnight.
I don't want to look like one of those girls that are huge.
Yeah. You mean really strong and fit?
Yeah, I do. I want to look like one of those girls that are strong and fit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Because they're working out 6 hours a day.
Yeah. And that was, and who was it? I think it was on Dave's Week in Review, was also talking about that, like talking about people just working out 1 hour a day. And he's like, yeah, there's some people who want to work out 2 hours a day because they have different goals, but most of us don't have time for that. Like, and I think that's where many of us who want to excel and do better, like forget that it's an hour a day is okay. Right? If you're not doing quality stuff, then it's not worth it anyways. And you may be better to have that extra hour of sleep.
Yeah. The one thing I took from Dave's Week in Review was, and it's from like a programming standpoint, that he said, I think you should like do somebody else's programming and kind of observe before you try to do programming yourself.
Mm. See, that's what I'm doing.
You're observing them all.
I'm observing them all.
One day at a time.
But you have to do them for a certain amount of time.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's got 1 day of Proven, 1 day of HWPO, 1 day of Josh Bridges.
Oh, Josh is coming. I've decided. I'm moving on. LFG.
Power abs.
You're going to sign up for Josh Bridges now.
You got it. Bert just talked me into it.
Yeah. Yeah, Corey.
Corey, you're getting your comeuppance. Don't you worry.
LFG.
You're getting Jay Birch all fired up, and then you'll show up for 1 day.
Yeah. Jay, just understand past behavior sometimes is the predictor of future behavior, and it's possible we'll see day 2, but
every night I say my prayers, and my prayers are that Charlie will make it to day 2 of one program.
But he does like free stuff, so but there's a 7-day trial. He gonna try for a day.
We'll do all 7 days of free.
Think of that, how much extra you would get.
Think how fit you'd be if you do something.
Well, one of us on here is doing quarterfinals.
And
Yeah, let me know how that goes, Jay.
Charlie, I'd buy you 3 months of EMOM co-programming. If I had any faith, you'd do it.
I just start following that guy. It's stuff looks brutal. Is that what you do, Corey?
Jay Birch, Charlie has had about 27 different accountability coaches.
He also can't be consistent with an accountability coach.
I don't like this.
He changes accountability coaches like I change socks.
I don't like this slander that's happening.
Well, you should get back to selling ice cream then.
Yeah. I'm back to my day job.
You and your 45-year-old ass.
Selling ice cream.
Who's that guy driving that white van in that nice suit? Oh, that's just Charlie selling ice cream.
Come on, people.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Amy
Amy,
up back. Hey, you want some candy?
my accountability coach. She can handle herself.
Well, this was a fun show.
It was fun.
So this week, Amy, you're doing some quarterfinals. Going
I
to tape any of them for us to review?
We'll see. I'll see what they are first.
Okay.
Oh, and then
I'm headed to Michigan on Thursday.
okay.
Going to film the Versus crew that's been on our channel.
Mhm.
And we'll do some live shows from there. And then we have Rebecca Fuselier rescheduled for next Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. our time, 10 a.m. Central, which is her time.
Mhm.
And then we'll back on the roundtable right after that.
Yes, and coming up, we'll discuss next Tuesday. But I'll be performing a wedding ceremony soon.
Rev Radowski.
Rev Radowski. I was thinking about changing that. Rev level 3 Radowski.
Because we'll probably get another update that you got your level 3
So we should probably put that in there one more time.
every month. Hey, did you guys know Amy got a level 3? Yeah,
I mean,
thanks.
because you can't say like I can't say that I'm Rev Dr. Radowski because I'm not, but I feel like if I just can elevate it myself a little bit,
So Corey, if you're recording all yours, maybe I'll send you a link this weekend.
Mhm.
We can chat about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can judge your movements.
Okay, you can judge them.
Yeah. Once we see the video, my guess is we won't hear as much smack talking from Charlie.
Oh, yes, you will. It'll be increased.
So, Corey, here's my question. Well, I can talk to you about this offline, but I was just thinking. So I don't see that there's any potential chance of me moving on. So therefore, that's why I wasn't planning on necessarily recording mine. I get, for some reason, if I do an amazing on a workout and I don't have my video, that's on me and I'm screwed. But otherwise, that's all you would need to have a video for, right? If you really plan to move forward.
So in the open, you weren't trying, really.
Yeah.
You were focusing on level 3.
Yeah.
We can say that now.
And ice cream.
Yeah.
Where did you finish overall
Like
in your
91st.
age group?
91st percentile.
What's the number?
One moment, please.
1,200.
It was like that. It was like 1,000.
Because top 200 go on. It's a lot more than used to.
Right.
It used to be 30. Now it's going to be 200.
Okay. If I see the workouts and I think that like I can actually lift the weights, then I'll consider. But if not, if I can't even deadlift the weight of a day, or if it's supposed to be a power clean, I can only deadlift it.
If they have weight classes, you might have a better chance.
You know what?
So Jay Birch, so the Versus series, we had some trouble with the upload and play. That has been corrected. we were doing it through StreamYard, and StreamYard was jacking it up somehow.
Mhm.
Now I do them directly to YouTube, so they play flawlessly. But we might even do some live, where we'll do some commentary over the live coverage, stuff like that. We're going to try some different things that we've never tried before, on a smaller scale, to see what we're capable of.
As Angelo has taught us, maybe you need 2 cameras.
Oh my gosh. So if you guys didn't see that video last week of Angelo's meltdown during team quarterfinals, where someone hit the clock while he was doing, their team was 80% done with their workout and they had to start over.
Oh.
Angelo went off on a rant, yelling into the air, not at anybody, just like frustration over the situation.
Sure.
Had to get it out.
Yeah.
Adrenaline flowing, 80% into the workout. If that happened to you, 80% into a workout,
I would be pissed.
How would you react?
100% pissed.
Would you be screaming and storm off?
I mean, that's a way to self-regulate.
I would need to. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
flat out. I would be out the door, outside, screaming at the top of my lungs.
Yeah. I mean, that's just natural. That's a natural competitive response.
Yeah. The adrenaline would be way too high at that point.
It's actually a healthy, positive way to manage disappointment. A non-healthy way would be to get in somebody's face and scream at them and hit them and throw things around, throw equipment around. But just yelling and, stomping, I think that's a perfectly healthy way to release that.
The funny part is, if you've not watched the podcast with Rich, or Rich's podcast, whatever, where they talk about it, this seems to be something common with Angelo. And people were freaking out, and Rich is like, it's just Angelo being Angelo. Like, just let him go.
Yeah.
Well, Rich is like, just do it again. Who
He's
cares?
going off by himself.
Fine.
Yeah.
And then Rich goes, and I was like, hey, Ben, make sure you follow him with the camera.
Yeah. This will be good.
Yeah. Yeah. But I saw some reaction to it that, like, man, I can't believe you reacted that way. Man, when I was playing sports, my temper was bad. And when I was young, I did not control it well.
You didn't have healthy ways of expressing your emotions.
I did not.
Yes. That's what I work on every day.
Yeah.
At the CrossFit gym and not.
So hyper competitive that I did not know how to be healthy about it. So I think everything he did was warranted, and he did it in a way that didn't affect anybody else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. I think that's the lineup for the week.
Yeah.
So for Nikki and Harry, this is Derek. We'll see everybody.
Donald. I think you're Donald.
Donald
Schneider.
We'll
and Tom Wagon Wheel.
Well,
the old man.
From Dawn, Nikki, and Tom, we'll see you all next week on the Clydesdale Media Roundtable. Bye, guys.
Bye.